a todos, soy Mariachi y vimos un juego. Bienvenidos a Eternal Strands, un juego que sale el 28 de enero. Un juego creo que sale a 40 euros, PC, Xbox, no sé si también está en Play. Estamos en un juego de acción, aventura en tercera persona, que lo comparan un poco con Breath of the Wild, salvando las distancias, y Shadow of the Colossus. Es un juego en el que manejamos distintos poderes, entre ellos telequinesis, fuego, y tenemos que enfrentarnos a grandes criaturas a las que hay que trepar y dar en ciertos puntos, bueno, igual que Shadow of the Colossus. Juego que en un principio no está en castellano, es una pena, lo tenéis día 1 en el Game Pass de Xbox. Y bueno, agradecer que nos han enviado una copia y lo hemos probado, que es lo que os voy a mostrar ahora. El único inconveniente es que, bueno, está grabado directamente desde la consola, con lo cual el sonido, pues, de mi voz queda un poco enturbiado, queda un poco, bueno, apagado. Pero bueno, para que os hagáis una idea de qué va el juego, pues ahí os lo traigo. ¿Sabéis dónde? En el canal de Mariachi de Zoom, donde pues os invito a que os suscribáis, a que deis like y compartáis y dejéis algún comentario para que esto cada vez vaya más y os pueda traer cosas más interesantes. Aunque bueno, creo que os traigo bastantes cosas interesantes. Así que sin más os dejo un pequeño vídeo, unas 2 horitas que son de Eternal Strands, que lo seguiremos jugando probablemente en el canal de Twitch de Mariachi. Ya sabéis, sed buenos, nos vemos. Adiós. Bueno, pues esperemos que se oiga bien. Y vamos a darle a este Eternal Strands, la versión de Xbox. A ver, ahora va. Para ver si soy bien o no. Dicho, agradecer que me han enviado una copia del jueguito. Y vamos a empezar. Espero que ahora se oiga mejor así. Tiene una pinta. Tiene un Game Pass. Pero la verdad es que está en inglés. Subtitulado en inglés además. Una gran cagada, porque está en portugués, chino, japonés, francés, alemán, inglés.
The Enclave was once the heart of magical development and trade for practitioners of magic all across the Maida Basin. Not all weavers claimed it as their home, but those that did built a legacy of progress, constructs, and innovation. The likes of which have not been seen since the Surge, almost half a century ago, when a cascade of arcane disasters racked the Maida, and without warning, the Enclave sealed itself away behind a magical wall known as the Veil. Rich and powerful leaders were wounded and killed. Decades of war broke out. Every nation suffered an economic collapse. The world is calmer now, but magic has been shunned, taking the blame for decades of unrest. Weavers remain pariahs to this day. Most places tolerate us if we don't stay too long. While some weavers remember what it was like before the Surge, I've never known a time when weavers had a home. I chose this life years ago, but I'd be lying if I said it has lived up to all I hoped it would be. Still, my luck might be changing. A few weeks ago, I began traveling with a new weaver band.
A ver, sale mañana.
Now,
Está mirando por Steam y no han dicho nada. No sería el primer juego que el día de salida sale en castellano, pero no tiene pinta. O sea, todavía no ha salido, ¿eh? Puede que pongan un parche día 1 y Pero no tiene pinta, yo creo que no. El Metroidvania que hemos jugado, el Sombrerico, estaba en inglés. Y el día de salida... Te puedes poner en portugués. Igual entiendes algo.
What do you think? When you told me that joining your band meant I'd see the veil, I wasn't picturing this. No one's been this close in years. The base is shrouded in tangles. Weavers have known about this safe zone in the Veil's shadow for decades, but no one has found a route into it. Until now. You have no idea what I had to do to puzzle out this passage. I definitely want to hear that story later. My hope is that we're going to find artifacts from the Enclave itself deeper into the shadow. I'll stay to oversee the camp setup. Why don't you take the preliminary scouting expedition? Really? Of course. It's important for the other Weavers to see how you do in the field. The map I bartered for in Tarza suggests there's a watchtower deeper into the valley. Shouldn't be too far from where we are. That's my first landmark, then? Yes. It should help us get our bearings before we start the search for the Strand Road. And if you make any discoveries, that will endear you to the band. For sure. I'd love to find my footing with the rest of them. I'll act as the watcher on the scry and pull you back if anything gets too dangerous. Just steer clear of the tangles. Any questions before you head out? The Strand Road? A famous trade route into the Enclave that led straight to Denevron. The hub for bartering magical goods. Before the Surge, caravans used the Strand Road to enter and exit the Enclave with their goods. It's been completely submerged by tangles, unfortunately. Still, if we can get any closer to that passage, we will find rare artifacts lost in the Surge. I know the scry is a standard device across Weaver bands, but my previous leader, Aaron, didn't really make use of ours. He sent you on expeditions without it? I mean, I wore the earpiece, but he didn't exactly stay close to the table at the camp while I was out. That's incredibly dangerous. I'm surprised you're still alive. Yeah. Anyway, mind explaining how it works in your Weaver band? When you go on an expedition, you'll wear the earpiece, which allows me to communicate with you and give directions from the scry table. At the table, everyone will be able to watch your expedition and communicate with you as needed. The last, most important function of the scry is that it allows me to use magic to pull you back to camp when your life is in danger. Right. That clears up anything I needed to know. I'll head to the watchtower. Glad to hear it. You can head out then.
Vamos a ver, que no nos hemos enterado de nada.
No visuals on the scry. Can you hear me? I can. Some interference, though. Must be the tangles. Still, strong enough to pull you out like you practiced. Dom?
I'm on it.
Even more impressive up close.
Just this should magnify the enchantment and...
Ah, thanks. Swap visuals back. The veil shadow is incredible. Tangles. Beautiful. And deadly. Give them a wide berth. The closer you get to the veil, the thicker they'll become.
Its shadow is believed to be impenetrable.
Until now. Those could be rare exports. You heard our quartermaster. Break them open.
Vamos a full con los Visual Tonic.
That wall is completely frozen.
Scrap. Podemos levantar y mover objetos y criaturas. Flora púrpura. Valida los objetivos. Cuando están marcados en rojo es que son demasiado duros para el nivel que tenemos. LT para preparar, RT para castear. Y suelta para lanzar. Bueno.
We should expect enchantments to act strangely this close to the veil.
See those glowing bulbs? Infernal alliums. They combust when broken. So, if I toss one at the wall, its fire will melt the ice.
Brilliant! Best to use kinetic magic to keep clear of the blast.
Pero me quemo. Estoy quemado todo.
Vitality tonics on your belt. Take a swig if you need it. Perfect. Knowing the watchtower's relative position establishes the distance to the Strand Road. You can come back to... What is that?
Coral. There were rumors of a living mineral that grew deep beneath the Enclave's surface. It seems they were true.
There's more of it in that cave. I could take a closer look.
Too risky to deviate from the plan. First outing was just to reach the watchtower.
This is going well. I say we check it out before finishing the expedition.
Esto se va a liar parte, ya verás tú. Elías, ¿qué tal?
Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. Dan's right about it being a living mineral. I can feel it humming with magic. Wait, I'm losing... Aurea? Bring connections back.
También. Me doy cuenta luego.
Was that a drink?
Yeah.
Pulling you out.
Ha funcionado.
I knew this was a bad idea.
We're can't extract you.
Dharm, fix it. And Lane have tonics on standby for her return. Head out of the cave so we can get our bearings.
Tiene buena pinta, ¿eh? Puta pena, como siempre, el idioma. Sí. Prime Video sí es tipo Netflix. Qué majo.
It's an ash peak drake.
Quick, your frost magic can cool a path.
Ice Wall. Vale. Vale, tenemos ahí.
Dharm's still working on the scribe, but you need to keep moving. Lane, got anything from the map?
There should be a minor patrol path ahead that loops back to the watchtower. It runs close to the Vale, though.
It's our only option.
I'm on it. Aurea, that drake's acting like...
Let's just focus on getting her back safe.
I'll go back to unpacking the armory.
Qué guapo, ¿no? Sí, date 6X. Según he leído, tiene mecánicas Breath of the Wild y luego Shadow of the Colosales.
Right. That drake is rotting. Erratic flight. Aggressive. It
Pues no
won't
sé lo que te
stop.
habrán ofrecido, pero en teoría sí, si te lo ofrecen con él, sí.
What do we do?
We get you back to the caravan fast. Clear line of fire. Good time to use your bow.
Anda, de un arco. Pues hay como en todas series, hay películas y series gratuitas y otras te pones de pago. En vez de ver al cine, te lo ves en la tele. Pero vamos, es mucho, contenido gratuito. O sea, es mucho. Hostias. Hijo de puta. Joder, con la... Joder, con arco ya me lo han vendido.
If I'm reading the map correctly, following this brook should lead to the path guards used to reach the watchtower prior to the surge.
No lo he probado. Porque yo tiro con arco en la vida real. Soy un pro.
That Drake is never far behind. Just keep going.
acaba tú el... El power de hielo.
That's the path.
You're doing great. Final stretch.
That can't be an ark.
No one has seen one in almost 50 years, let alone outside the veil.
The Archons never left the
Pero el Prime tienes que pagar al mes,
Still, you need to
No,
get...
no es gratuito, O sea, el Prime tú pagas un tanto al mes y ves el contenido gratis. O sea, haz cuentas.
You've
Igual
got
si
to
te
hold it
compensa.
off. We'll work on an escape plan.
Habéis tomado. Tiene muchas amigas, Dante.
Skies. If this isn't the strangest.
What the... Hang on, Bryn.
Everything okay back there?
Change of plans, everyone! Pack up!
You're...
What? We're coming to you, Bryn. Follow that arc. We need to go. Now. Up ahead! Lead! Ah!
I'm fine.
Keep moving! Guys, the arc!
El Prime más barato igual te vale 4 pavos al mes. Al año, el Amazon Prime, que entra el Prime Video, son 36 pavos, creo, al año. Me parece que está ahora.
Has anyone else noticed we're practically sitting on a loom gate?
That can wait, Dom. Aurea, you should be resting. If your wing doesn't heal, our point is out of commission.
That's what I need to address. While my wing recovers, Bryn will take over expeditions as our acting point.
You sure she's ready for all of this?
Bryn did face down an Ash Peak Drake and lived to tell the tale. I think we're in good hands.
Yes. I have every confidence that she will make a great point.
As long as we don't all die here first.
Hey, take a moment to remember. We're in the Enclave. Haven't we all fantasized about this? This place holds mysteries beyond our wildest dreams and secrets to our past as weavers. It's time to uncover them.
Revelations await us.
Exactly. When we first set out to investigate the Veil's shadow, we had no idea we'd end up here. The Enclave was once a safe haven for all weavers, and the pinnacle of innovation. Since the Veil went up, weavers took the blame for decades of war. Stories that put children to bed, preached the evils of our magic, all because of what happened here. We owe it to ourselves and to our brethren across the Maida to find out not just what happened, but why. Maybe then, weavers can find our place in the world again. But first, survival. Bryn, that's you and me. Find me when you're ready. Adjourned.
The scry. The whole band gathers around when I'm away from camp. It's nice to have people literally watching my back. I wonder how this arc managed to get us through the Veil.
By the looks of it, it was a one-way ticket.
Well, the Enclave built many arcs and other magical constructs. I've never heard of one designed to repel Drake's breath, though.
You think we might find another arc that could help us escape?
Or possibly repair this one? It must be special somehow. As Aurea said, the arcs never left the Enclave, yet this one did.
We know as much as we can from looking at it. Time to start exploring if we want to find answers. So after all the legends, this is it. The Enclave.
Legends for you, maybe. Some of us trained under weavers who were born here. Still, It is surreal to see it for myself now. You're going to be out there, exploring. Promise to take it all in for me.
You must be devastated that your wing is holding you back.
I can't deny that my heart breaks at the prospect of being stuck behind the scry. But knowing I've found the right replacement helps. Besides, this wing won't keep me down for long. I'll be back out there soon enough.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Anyway, enough with the sentimentality. For your first expedition, we need to get the lay of the land. Thankfully, Lane Free has an old map of the Enclave to help us get our bearings. It's 60 years old, pre-Surge. No chance it's accurate, but that's where you come in.
I'll update it as I go.
Exactly. We've made camp in what was once a way station for caravans entering the Enclave. Just below us is Glintwood Hollow, a valley on the outskirts of the Enclave. I've scanned it from the overlook, and we've got 2 landmarks of note. A second loom gate, and what appears to be a giant statue, possibly an ark.
You can see it from here? Must be massive.
If either is functional, Dom will throw you a party. I'll be with you on the scry. With fewer tangles, we're hoping the connection will be stronger. The path is down by your tent.
I'll head out now. So this is a loom gate. It's taller than I expected.
The Enclave constructed these for transit. Oh, imagine being able to travel leagues instantly. If only it were working.
There's no sign of damage. It just seems inert.
Deactivated, perhaps? Or simply lacking the energy such a powerful enchantment would need.
You'd know better than any of us. If we could get it working, though.
Oh, possibilities. All the places we could go. Oh, to hold the hand of my most darling wife as we whisked around the Enclave. Metaphorically, of course. The loom gates famously moved people one at a time. Too dangerous otherwise, I imagine.
You're cute together. It's great to see a couple that shares such a love of their work with one another.
Who could have it any other way?
After being together for 7 years, we're bound to have something in common.
Come, my love. There must be something in the archives.
Vamos a ver si repartimos un poco estopa. No pasa nada, hombre. Pobre Elías tiene dudas.
I've got it clear as a Sansa summer, Bryn.
No interference from the Enclave.
None. The connection is much stronger than outside the Vale.
That's reassuring.
No sé si pega más, La hostia la vida de esto. Ahora. No sé qué eres, tío, como está en inglés. Pues como tiene que ser con un arco. Puto pena el idioma, tío. Bienvenido. La caja de acero valirio no se rompe. Uy, me cargo el árbol. A pues tirar las cortezas también. Pregunto.
I'm not clearly happy we're here.
Arcs were supposed to be used for manual labor. Hostility is strange.
¿Mapa o algo? Bueno, mapa no es que sea ahí. Pues el power de la telequinesis.
Fresh water in walking distance of the campsite.
I'll set up a purifier for it and collect later.
Hydra's Brook, aptly named for the spirit of water that flows.
La espada no hay un escudo.
point. What a beautiful view.
Voy, tío. ¿No hay camino o algo? Es un poco... Esto no puedo levantar todavía. Ah, toma por culo. Adiós. La muerte, ¿no? Daño por caída, vale. Harry, ni tan mal. Suerte. Coño, me he cargado la tubería. Bueno. Jerónimo. Ups. No va a hacer nada, Lías. Comprar lo que salga de las pelotas. tú. La ballesta. Qué vida le tienes tú. Anda, los objetos que dejan los enemigos cuando están congelados o ardiendo son de mejor calidad. No, menú. ¿Qué tal? Descontando. F.
Creatures could be hunted for food. Any of these plants look edible?
Dan will put anything in his mouth if he's curious enough. Whatever he doesn't vomit.
Just try not to poison him.
¿Cómo vuelvo al campamento? ¿Se puede volver de alguna forma rápido o algo? ¿Cuánta vida tienes, tío? La madre que lo parió. Frío, frío, frío. Juego en la Xbox, pero me lo he enviado. Sale mañana. Pero lo tengo desde la semana pasada. O sea, tiene embargo hasta hoy. Se podía jugar. Hay una demo que tiene disponible hasta mañana. Entonces no, tenía embargo hasta, no sé, una misión, no sé cuál. Entonces, voy a esperar. Yo voy a las 8 de la tarde, creo que sea el embargo.
So we have two powerless loot gates and a tangle leaking out of an enclave
No había el
construction.
puto idioma, si no ya lo jugaría a gusto.
I wonder if Lane still has that treatise we picked up in Tarza.
And he's gone.
¿Y esto que hay que hacer algo? ¿Qué? ¿Quién coño ha disparado? Uy, hay aquí uno escondido. ¿Dónde vas tú? Listo. ¿Me he matado, no? ¡No! ¡Qué puta! Ahora sí está. Sí, es inventario. Ahí. Coño, aquí ahora. Absmin. Absmin para otro lado, vale, pues.
A set of schematics. Tarmakind smithing? Maybe Solar would know.
Putada lo del inventario, tío.
But lakes are still. Why name it after the spirit of flowing water?
Sí, lo he dicho antes. poco putada, lo del inventario. Bueno. Hay bastante vida, por lo que se ve. Ups, miren aquí. Curioso porque te haces daño de mismo, tío. Is het gaar, cabrones? Macho.
That's the edge of how far I can push the scribe. It'd be like in the Veil's shadow all over again.
Este será, ¿no? El gran
I was
arc.
right. It is an arc. A great one.
It isn't moving. I'll get a closer look.
O sea, podemos escalar como...
An arc of the stricken earth, I would guess. Any chance you could bring a piece of it back to camp?
Doubt my sword is strong enough.
Then there's not much we can do with this for now. Dom seems to have an idea about the loom gate, at least. 2 Enclave constructs. Neither of them functional. Good news. Lane found a shortcut back to our camp for you, and we've got the Wisp working.
The Wisp?
Watch as Wisp. Channel a little magic into your earpiece. I'll redirect it to guide you from the scry to the shortcut.
O sea, nos volvemos rápido, ¿qué es esto?
I see the path.
Good. That should take you to the shortcut.
Joderme, 15. Fractura tibia y peroné. Está en un montón de idiomas. Está en chino, japonés, inglés, francés, alemán y portugués, creo. Y en los foros de Steam dicen que estaban trabajando en... Quieren trabajar en más idiomas el día de salida, entonces no lo sé.
That should be it. According to my map, it's a man-made tunnel that grants easy access to the way station.
Así que mañana veremos a ver qué pasa, si lo actualizan. El SUSCRIBETE, el Metroidvania este que hemos jugado, que estábamos jugando de la mañana, hasta el día de salida tampoco estaba en inglés. Y en la página de Steam ponía que estaba solo en inglés. Así que...
Bryn's back. Let's fill her in.
We believe we found a way to activate the Loom Gate in our camp and in Glintwood Hollow.
Are you sure this is safe? What are the odds the first one through the loom gate gets, unspooled?
Yeah, unspilling would be bad.
There
There
are
are
no
no documented accounts of unspooling in what we know about loom gates.
Venga, Histeria, cuídate, descansa,
The
gracias por
idea
pasarte.
that one can be disintegrated down to fibers is likely an urban legend.
Great. So, how do we repair a loom gate?
What made the Enclave remarkable was not merely their constructs, but their ability to power them. It has long been rumored that beneath our very feet exists an extensive magical network known as the Tapestry. The pipe you found in Glintwood Hollow is proof of its existence. It must be a conduit that directs raw magic to the loom gates as a source of power.
And the tangle that formed around it was a leak.
Precisely. Our theory is that patching the rupture will restore power to the gate.
Thankfully, Seven Lane have a plan for that.
We don't know a lot about arcs, but I dug up some old stories from logs that we inherited from a weaver band that broke apart. In notes dated before the surge, this band managed to get one of the enchanters who worked on the arcs riotously drunk and talking.
Apparently, the Arks have a thin carapace between their skin and their armor plates that's nigh immune to magic, and can be separated in segments. A magically resistant material like that would be perfect to seal a rupture in the tapestry.
So I need to cleave this carapace off the arc. There's no way my sword is strong enough.
Come see me and we can make some improvements to Sola's forge. Which, in turn, means...
I could hone your sword so we can cleave the carapace, no problem.
We'll talk.
One more thing. You'll need to remove the debris on the Loom Gate's platform so that we've got a clear workspace once the patch is forged.
Easy enough?
Everyone's got a part to play in this. Let's get to work.
Reading Water, a ver. Cambiar de equipo.
Hey, I know we need to fix up the forge, but before we do, I'd like to talk to you about something.
Sure. What's up?
I owe you an apology.
What for?
I've been a little cold since you've arrived, and I should have been more welcoming. I was just under a lot of stress with everything that happened.
You mean when we ran for our lives from a death cloud into a lost land?
Yeah, that. And losing supplies, and Aurea getting injured, and then having a point takeover who...
Lacks experience.
At the time, that's what it seemed like. But ever since we arrived,
you've been more than proving yourself. You made finding food and water a top priority. That's when I realized our weaver band is in good hands. I underestimated you when I shouldn't have, and frankly, I was a jerk about it.
It's okay, Cass.
No, it's not. I really am sorry. I hope we can have a better relationship moving forward.
Thanks. That means a lot. Let's just start fresh, okay?
I'd love that.
Qué bonito.
So, I know Sola mentioned improvements to her forge meant being able to hone my sword. What does that entail exactly?
Unfortunately, the missing supplies I mentioned.
Is there a way I can help you restock?
Right now, we reserve the materials you bring back for your armors and weapons, because that's the priority. But if there's anything you can spare, I can repurpose them into supplies for our campsite.
Sounds simple enough.
Glad to hear it. Aurea, it's Lane, by the way.
What's that?
They don't like to be called Lane Free. I heard you saying it to Brit.
¿Pero esto qué? Esta.
These are a great start. With the supplies we've got already, we could shape up our campsite. We lost a lot of stuff when we were running for our lives, and frankly, our setup is only half of what it should be. But we can rebuild.
What do you have in mind?
Like we discussed, Sola could forge better weapons with improvements to her smithy. Like honing your sword so it can cut through arc armor. Alternatively, Dom could certainly care better for our mantles with new tools for weaving. And to keep you in fighting form, having Lane's alchemical tools in top form is invaluable. There's no end to the improvements we could make around here. And everyone's lives would be safer for it.
What about you?
Me? Oh, I don't need anything.
Come on, there must be something.
I mean, would new shelves be nice? Sure. I also have some ideas for your supply pouches. But don't worry about me. I'm fine. Right now, improving Sola's forge is more important.
You're always thinking 10 steps ahead. I love it. The better prepared our weaver band is, the sooner we can get out of survival mode.
Oh, I'm glad you agree.
Totally. You can count on me.
Thanks, Bren.
Anda. Ya puede mejorar los niveles de armadura y de armas. Mira qué bien.
Sola is delighted with the improvements to her forge. She can refine your sword as soon as you'd like. Great work, Bren.
Turns out we make a pretty good team. This campsite will be top of the line in no time.
Yeah, we're definitely going to need to start directing a water flow to the camp. Maybe even install a fountain in the back. Would help to get a garden going in here too. Fruits, vegetables, medicinal herbs. Oh, that reminds me, we'll need the... What?
Do you ever take a break? You know, to enjoy a job well done?
Sure. Sometimes. Once there are fewer fires to put out, I'll relax. I swear.
Just try to remember, it's not the end of the world if you take a break. Someone will step in to help lighten your load.
It doesn't always feel like the others realize how much needs to get done.
Then tell them. Like how you told me we needed supplies. I stepped in to help, didn't I?
You did. I see your point.
the others will do the same.
Maybe. I'd better get back to work, but this was nice.
¿Dónde está la...? Aquí está la forja.
I knew we'd recover. We always do. Still feels nice to have my poor tools back this quickly.
Still a long way to go, but we'll get there.
Speaking of, I've something for you. We've been scavenging around the way station and reclaimed a fair amount of useful materials. They're stored away and ready for you. Should be enough to reforge your sword as we discussed.
Can you also reforge armor? Improve my bow?
Sure can. Weapons or armor, we can rework them with different materials as you prefer.
What's the key difference between reforging my gear and just making something new?
If you want gear that does something fundamentally different, make something new. For instance, there are fabrics, metals, leathers, and so on that are highly resistant to heat. A suit of armor made of a combination of those would have been incredible against the Drake you faced in the Veil's shadow. If you don't need something additional, and just want to improve what you already have, that's when you reforge. Keeps the clutter down in the caravan.
What should I expect from a reforged sword?
It depends on the materials we use. Some hold edge better, making your swipes that much more deadly. Others make your gear lighter, or, for something like armor, change the way it handles heat and cold.
Sounds like it's time to make something that can punch through arc armor.
Ah, pero no tengo, mira que bien. Arco, que tampoco me faltan cosas también, muy bien. El uno. Hay personas que tengo, ¿no? Ha hecho está todo. Para esto es para reforjar. Hostia, lo sube. ¿Por qué no me deja? Hola.
There you go. Not just good as new. Better.
Now that I can cut the carapace free, what's next?
Whenever the band is collaborating on a problem, I'm often the one to create the design, and you'll put it together with me. At least normally they're my designs. Sev actually came up with this one. With carapace and enough metal, I can forge his patch for the leaking conduit.
Any particular metal required?
No, just enough of the same type. Sev and I try to keep our designs flexible to work with whatever we've got in the caravan. Once you have everything we need, we'll forge the patch here.
¿Y dónde puedo dejar todos los materiales? Que sería un detallazo, claro. Pero lo suyo será poner estos, ¿no? Que son un poco F. ¿Esto se guardará en algún lado o qué? ¿Qué es esto? Pero quiero vaciar los bolsillos.
Sola seems pretty pleased with the upgrades to her forge. I think she might want to thank you, I was impressed by how you handled that Drake outside.
A little terrifying, I will.
But you kept a cool head and didn't let it get the better of you. Not everyone can do that.
Hay un baúl, tío, ¿no? O se lo queda toda la tipa ya. A ver.
Your tent. Might not be glamorous, but you can rest here when you're not gallivanting on expeditions.
It's perfect.
I don't know about perfect. I could have done a better job if we didn't lose half our supplies when we passed through the veil.
Seriously, I didn't have anything close to this in Aaron's band. Half the time I was lucky if I didn't sleep on dirt.
Ira's breath. Was Aaron running from Maid of Turdville? He sounds like the worst.
Yeah. I always knew he wasn't a great point. But traveling with you guys is making me realize how bad he actually was.
Yeah, you deserve a break. Ideally, one that involves a nap on blankets instead of dirt. I'll leave you to get settled.
Ah, pues tiene pinta de que se queda aquí, ¿no? ¿En serio estás de cachondeo? Sí, sí, sí. Me jode el idioma. Me jode mucho el idioma. Joder, qué ganso, tío. Joder, mira, le había pegado con todo ya. Lifting. Es que no sé dónde tengo que ir. Green Arc. Porque la otra misión es... Vale. Joder. Ya me doy sin energía. No sé si Dark es una muy buena idea, ¿eh? Coño. Hostia, de viaje. Se ha muerto. Pues se quemará, ¿no? No se quema. No sé decirte exactamente dónde meterlo. Porque no creo que sea RPG ni hacer aventuras sin más en tercera persona. Tampoco... ¿Vas a probar, Elías? No te pide que podamos entrar, ¿no? Bastante vidilla por lo que se ve, lo cual no está nada mal. Mierda, muy chulo el gris. Es el gran tapado del año pasado. Pues estoy usando aquí, tío. Pues una pena. Es muy buen juego y luego encima mejora bastante conforme vas jugando en cuanto a habilidades y
you're coming up on the arc of the stricken earth. With a stronger sword, hopefully the carapace will come off easy.
This might take a while.
You'll need to swing harder to cut through armor that thick.
Se va a romper el taparrabos.
What's happening?
Retrieving the carapace is going to be trickier than we thought.
Is she really ready to fight that thing?
Catch your breath. When you're ready, you can climb the arc to attack it from different angles.
¿Y ahora qué?
See those discs? Those are holding the armor in place.
¿Le tengo que soltar eso? Vale, o sea que es...
That's it. Hit the exposed skin with everything you've got. Magic isn't coursing through that patch of skin anymore. Move on.
Hostia, me ha pillado. Sí, es una de las referencias que decían. tarde llegas.
Might lose our chance to get the carapace, but you secured it.
Any concerns about using the Archon strand, Dom?
Concerns? None. Excitement? Considerable. We should be able to weave that strand into your mantle, Bryn.
Monster Hunter no. Colossus. Saludos de Colossus. Monster Hunter. Armadura. Pero serán 2 de los 5, ¿ves? Sí. Hay 5 objetos crafteables por aquí. Ahora hay que patear para buscarlos.
All right. With kinetic magic, I should be able to clear the base of the loom gate. Te lo puedo levantar. All done.
Nice work, Bryn. We should have enough space to work on fixing that pipe now.
Y Vale, para volver. Me he cansado, tú no me jodas. Hostia, ya. Sí, un poco sí. Además lo dejé ahí, lo bajé, sí. Sí, no te creas que me terminó. No sé, habrá que ver. ¿Cuándo sale el...? Bueno, a mí los Assassin's Creed ya me han gustado, ¿eh? No, no, hasta los Metroidvania se me hacen bola ya. Mira, el Vanisher no se me hace volar. Y 2 por la mañana. Pensaba que sea mundo abierto, pero ya veo que no, ¿eh? No tiene pinta. Vale. Esto es para arreglar las puertas, ¿no? Supuestamente.
Perfect.
You think this patch will fix the leaking pipe?
Yes. And with the debris cleared, why don't you tell Aria we've got everything we need to fix the loom gate?
Me?
Acting or otherwise, major communication should come from the point.
I'll keep that in mind.
O sea que podemos adquirir nuevas habilidades o incrementar el poder de las que ya tenemos. Eso es level 2. Vale. Se le he desbloqueado. Resonance. Frágil, bueno y exquisito. La explosión. Generas un borde. Es un remolino. Energía cinética. Nice. Pues tengo que subir a nivel 2. Vale. ¿Esto qué es? Joder, bueno. Me ha tochaco, ¿no? Vale. Vamos a ver, esto no podemos subir. Vamos a subir este que no sé qué hace. Ah, esta es la del código, ¿no? No, no está en español. En los foros de Steam decían que estaban trabajando y que igual a su salida ponían algún otro idioma, pero puede ser, que igual mañana cuando se salga el juego salga en castellano, pero está el tipo este no es.
Lane, you seem lost in thought. Settling in all right?
Hmm? Oh, Bryn. Yes, I am. And you? I notice you've been keeping to yourself. I'm the first person you've spoken to since we arrived at camp.
You did? Are you spying on me?
Oh, of course not. It's my vocation to observe. Not just you, everyone. In fact,
Anda cojones que esté en portugués.
I can tell you a little
Por
about the
ejemplo.
others. You are newer to our band, after all.
Given that I'm the newest member, how do you think I've...
It speaks volumes that Oria trusts you with taking over the expeditions this soon. I would have thought Casmin might take over in this interim period instead of you.
Casmin?
Up until about 6 months before you joined, Oria was training her to become her replacement as point. It was going well, then out of nowhere the training ended, and Oria began searching for a new point. I don't know if it was Oria's decision or Casmin's, but either way, I suppose it's all for the best. You wouldn't be here otherwise.
Casmin hasn't been the most welcoming towards me. I wonder if she could be upset that I'm the new point.
Knowing Casmin, if she has a problem with you, it won't be long before she confronts you about it.
Ah, great. Lane, offering insight about the others is nice, but I came here to talk about you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, tell me about yourself.
There's not much to know, really. I suppose I'm the typical third child to a second son of a patriarch of a minor mercantile house in Judea.
What?
I've enjoyed the experience of growing up in a family embroiled in feuds so long-standing that no living relative can recall inciting incidents firsthand. At a young age, scholastic endeavours became my escape from the familial turmoil until I could finally leave home, and so on and so forth. Nothing but a classical presentation of third child issues in a Udean mercantile family.
Right. And how are you feeling since we entered the Enclave?
Truthfully, I'm not sure. Nothing's really wrong, but never mind.
You sure? Whatever's on your mind, I'm happy to listen.
Yesterday, entering the Enclave in our lifetime seemed impossible, yet today, here we are. It strikes me as an opportunity that was profoundly easy to miss. That's all. Anyway, thanks for listening.
Vamos a ver quién está.
The patch is ready, and I've cleared the debris at the loom gate in Glintwood Hollow.
Excellent work, Bryn. Time for you to take a well-earned rest while the band heads into the hollow.
You sure you don't need me to come?
We've got this. And you need the break.
All right, if you say so.
Nada, pues nada, toca descansar. Vamos a tener pesadillas. ¿Qué hora es?
Aurea, how's it going?
Bryn, you're awake. We're making progress over here. Careful with that.
Hey, no one came back to camp, did they? Is the rest of the band still with you?
We're all here. And the leak is just about fixed.
Hey, wait, I just want to talk.
Pero si hablas muy bien inglés, hombre. O tienes el Game Pass, si quieres gastar poquito dinero. Va a salir día 1 mañana.
That was incredible.
Hey, couldn't have done it without you.
Actually, we couldn't have done it without Sev. I didn't expect you to have such a deft hand with magical conduits.
I'm not... I mean... We just got lucky it held.
Not to distract from the victory, but something happened while you were gone. I saw something. Well, someone.
A Hearthsider?
Maybe. The figure was masked and standing at the edge of the camp. I think they were watching me. Before they disappeared.
How friendly.
If there are people still left in the Enclave, we need to find them. They can tell us what happened here.
Yes. I was just thinking we should chase down the scary masked figure that likes to watch Bryn sleep.
Sev has a point. We need to set up a watch for camp. No one has made contact with us, but clearly they're watching. Any expectation of a warm welcome is off the table.
They've been living under the veil for almost 50 years. Who knows how their version of Weaver culture has diverged from ours.
All the same, we can't just sit here. We don't know who they are or what they can do. If they do mean us harm, I need to investigate what we're dealing with.
Friendly or hostile, if there are Hearthsiders, we need to find them.
Agreed.
And the good news is Fixing the loom gate didn't just give us easier access to Glintwood. It expanded our scry's reach.
So scries are somehow connected to the Enclave's tapestry?
Every scry was built here.
This means you not only have access to the loom gate, but you can safely explore further.
Incidentally, our maps indicate that there is a village beyond the hollow in a large swathe of wetlands known as Dredger's Mire.
Perhaps we'll find our Hearthsider there. Bryn, why don't you brief with Lane before your next expedition?
Sounds good.
After that, it's time to use the loom gate.
Why didn't you guys return using it yourselves?
We needed to take a key swatch back to camp in order to connect the two. We'll make sure you have a key swatch to connect any other loom gates to this one from now on.
Here to brief?
I like to know everything I can before venturing off to a new place.
Just beyond the forested hills of Glintwood Hollow lies the wetlands known as Dredger's Mire. Much like the Hollow, the Enclave prospected many of the raw materials needed for its ambitious constructs and projects from the mire. Oh, it's no coincidence you found the Ark of the Stricken Earth near a collapsed mine. Likely, it was used for the excavation of minerals and metals before the surge. I believe the natural surroundings of the mire were also rich in resources. The Enclave even settled a small village there known as Poldervale.
Which is where I might find that masked figure that was watching me.
It's possible. Regardless, do you have any questions before you head out?
Some of the others didn't seem so sure we should be trying to track down the masked figure. What do you think?
History demands we find them. If the masked figure truly is a Hearthsider, their stories and what they've lived through in here would be invaluable to our understanding of the Enclave and of the Surge.
Sounds like I'd better find them then. Apart from the village, it sounds like this is mostly untamed lands. In the expectation that it will be more dangerous than the Hollow.
I would expect so, yes. We've made camp in a way station that's pretty far from Denevron, and the mire yet even more remote. Everything I've read says the deeper into the outskirts of the Enclave one ventures, the more wild and untamed the lands become.
You're saying my battle with the Great Ark might be looking like child's play?
Possibly?
What can you tell me about Poldervale? It seems like it was settled pretty far from their capital.
Indeed. Though, when you take instantaneous travel through loom gates into account, what constitutes a remote village changes. The village was likely settled to facilitate the prospecting of raw materials in the outskirts. Resources farmed here could easily be transported across the Enclave through the use of loom gates.
Thanks for the info, Lane. I think I'm ready to head out.
Bueno, vamos a pasar por la puerta que pasa y
Wait, I
vamos a la
almost
píldora.
forgot.
Si queréis mañana
I
seguimos.
didn't have the biggest role to play in the loom gates repair. I'm not exactly handy with a hammer. But watching the band work gave me an idea for a new alchemical project. Its working name is a loom shard.
A loom shard?
Yes, it's a shard that could draw magic from a loom gate and bring you back to camp safely, wherever you are.
How is this different from Aurea pulling you back with the scry?
Unaided, Aurea can only summon enough magic to bring you back safely, not all the valuables you might have collected on your expedition. Because this shard draws magic from the tapestry, it can bring you back safely with all you've gathered.
Thanks, Lane.
O sea, hemos hecho un artefacto para poder volver. Bueno, vamos a ver qué pasa. O sea, nos permite viajar a otros que han sido activados. Ah, cojonudo. Y aquí te viene. A los recursos tenemos que recoger 8 para recuperarlos. Un épico encuentro que ya lo hemos hecho. Vale, nos faltarían. Vale, está despejado. Ah, bueno, y tal mal. O sea, ya lo podían traducir, tío. Sería un detalle. Porque no me desagrada del todo.
Ready?
Let's do this.
First trip through the Loom Gate is a success.
That was so awesome.
Tenemos que ir. Solden Pass, vale, pero yo quiero ir de Point. Vamos a ir antes, vamos a ver si a ver esto que hacemos. Tenemos que desbloquear un nuevo, a ver. Hostia, ¿por qué vamos atrás? No, pero lo veo. ¿Pues no explota o qué? Aprende finos tú. ¿Por qué no explota? Ah, coño, que 2 veces. Está ahí el bichito, ¿no? Por lo que se ve. Otra vez. Ahí está. ¿Se le podrá matar otra vez? Sí, ¿no? Tiene toda la pinta. Vamos a dar de point a ver si encontramos algo interesante por ahí. Mierda, los que son. Hostia, que pronto se cansa tú. Ya lo he pillado. Hostia, qué dolor, ¿no? Son estos bichos, tío. Necesito... Joder. Esto da mucho frío, ¿no? Sí. Ángel, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos? Buenas noches, bienvenido. Bien, probando el juego este que sale mañana. Ya para dormir enseguidita ya. Pero... Coño, tú. Ahora se lo hemos pillado. Hostia, no tengo vida. Toma, que dos parries te he hecho ahí. Necesito pócimas. Sí, se pelea con titanes al tipo, al estilo. Ya hemos matado uno. Al estilo Saudos de Colossus. De hecho está por ahí. No sé si oís los pasos. Me van a matar. Necesito un poco de vida. A ver, no voy a encontrar vida. Si encuentro un móvil de vida. Hostia, mierda, coño, esto lo quiero. Cabrón. Qué jodido estoy, tú. Coño estoy. Hay que llegar vida. Oh. Bueno, nos hemos recuperado. Sí, ha habido un poco de suerte ahí. por culo. En combat. ¿Dónde está? Aquí está, ahí. Anda, bien, dos. Qué cabrón. A ver aquí. Si ya no sube, ¿no? Ese ya no sube. Esto se puede arreglar, ¿no? De alguna forma. Hostia, esto es de hielo, tú. ¡Hijo de puta! Un sucola. ¡Qué cabrón! Esto era de hielo. Esto es nuevo. Anda, o sea que perderemos unos cuantos. Anda, solo puedo llevar 4, ¿eh? Anda, qué curioso. Vale. ¡Qué hijo de puta! Tú el de hielo. Bueno, vamos a dejar aquí, chicos, que ya es la hora. Mañana seguiremos. Curioso juego. Está chulo, la pena el idioma, que está en inglés. Sale mañana. A ver si por suerte lo ponen en castellano, que dudo lo mucho. Lo tenéis en Game Pass desde día 1, que sale eso mañana. Venga, gente. Ángel, señor Super Elías y compañía. Gracias por estar ahí. Un servidor se va a la pinza. Venga, mañana más y mejor. Adiós.
Bueno, pues ahí tenéis, ¿no? Un poquito el vídeo introductorio. Parece que la cosa pinta bastante bien. No es un mundo virtual uso. Tenemos un campamento. Nos vamos teletransportando a distintas zonas. Cogemos materiales. Mejoramos equipo. Mejoramos campamento. Combate sencillo. Golpe fuerte. Golpe suave. Bloqueo. Esquiva. Y los poderes mágicos que, bueno, pues hemos descubierto 3 y tiene pinta de que podamos descubrir muchos más. Lo dicho, Game Pass día 1 y disfrutadlo y nos vemos. Adiós.